Hey guys, I decided to make a video about my stay in Doi Suthep, where I was for 10 days doing Vipassana Meditation Course. The temple known as Doi Suthep is just west out of Chiang Mai. I found this brochure and I found it quite good explanation of what meditation is and what I was doing here. So the goal of meditation is to really purify your mind. And you see that they have listed 5 different goals here. And I think, well, the first one, purification of the mind, and 5, ending all suffering, is really what this whole thing is all about. So this particular technique that we are learning is called Vipassana meditation. And Vipassana means to see things clearly. And what we are seeing is that the world is uncertain, the world is unsatisfying, and the world is uncontrollable. These have, I think it's Pali words for it: anicca, dukkha, and anatta. Looking at the courses that they offer, they are basically in 3 steps: short, foundation, and advanced. And I did a short one for 10 days. Looking at the daily routine, you can see that it's quite early, but it ends quite early as well. And the main part of the actual work is between breakfast and lunch, and then from lunch to evening chanting, which basically gives you about 8 to 10 hours of meditation practice per day. So the rules and guidelines, we're basically asked to follow the 8 precepts, along with the special meditator guidelines, which tells you to really focus on only the technique that is being given. No cigarettes. You should be polite to the teacher. Don't speak to anyone, meaning keeping noble silence, and no reading or writing, listening to music, or any phone use of any sorts. And this can be seen as a bit strange or harsh, but it is really helpful. Especially after 10 days, you see that it really serves a point. Here's a picture of the houses that we are living in, and next up you'll see how my room looked like. So this is one of the rooms. There are like, in every house there's like 8 rooms, and here's one. It's very simple. It's just a bed, my stuff, and a place to meditate. Here you can see we're doing the main, the chanting, and yeah, this is us chanting. The monk was sitting here, the main teacher. And here you see the dining room, where we're eating breakfast and lunch. And now you see me do a demonstration of how a typical meditation session looks like. So in this at this place we're doing both sitting, no, first walking and then sitting meditation. Each session begins with prostrating, bowing 3 times to pay respect to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and Sangha. And yeah, you see me preparing now for the sitting part that will happen after I'm walking. So sit this up. I did record this the last day, and I was up early before anyone would show up. Usually there are 2 more people here. I think in total we're about 20 people. So you see that I'm really focusing on the sensation of standing and telling myself to, well, basically what's going on is I'm just saying standing, 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 and once I'm ready I move slowly into next step, keeping myself very present of what is going on as I am in my head describing what is going on. So lifting, moving, placing, and I continue like this until about 8 or 10 steps, and then I stand. I do the same thing, standing, 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 and then I slowly turn, and I go turning, turning, turning. So you'll see me do this for some time. I think I'll cut a little bit of the video, perhaps. You get the idea of this is the main part of the day. It's about 8 hours of this, but it's really up to you how much you want to actually practice. No one is watching you to ask you to do more or less. They're just giving you a recommendation and very well-defined instructions of how you should practice. So once the walking section is finished, transition to an equal long session of sitting. And there are many cushions, and it took me a few days to figure out a style of sitting that is okay and doesn't bring too much pain over long periods of time. And when that time has passed, it's time to do a short meditation of loving kindness, which means that you're basically wishing yourself and everyone else well. And it's a way to, I really like this part, to really focus on why I'm here. I'm here to be happy and to have my environment be happy and free from suffering. So once it's done, we pay respect to the Buddha, teaching, and the community. And then that's basically one session. And one session can be, in the beginning it was 15 plus 15 minutes, but in the end it was 35 plus 35 minutes. So once a session is done, I usually went for a break, and a break could mean a tea break. So going into the dining room, getting some hot water and some tea, and just sitting down outside of the meditation temple. I also took the chance to go for a walk, perhaps once a day. It's on the mountain and there's lots of forest area. I usually went the same route. is a good break. Here you can see the food, and just next to the food was this piece of paper that I read every time before eating, which basically goes through how to view food as you're practicing, to only use this food to nourish you for your spiritual practice, not to overeat or overindulge. So this continue with the meditation, small breaks until the day looks like this. This is about 5-6 o'clock. And then we go to do chanting. We sit down, we wait for the main monk, and then we have the daily chanting paper here where we just read through this or chant through this. And yeah, it's just a clear manuscript of what to say and what to do. Once the chanting was over, it looked and often sounded like this. You can hear some background noise from Chiang. During special Buddhist days, they were called Buddha days, we were asked to go to the main temple up on the mountain, the viewpoint, and there were gatherings there usually. We walked around the Buddha relic where there's a piece of Buddha's hair and bone. And here you can see this was on my last day where many monks and meditators were gathering. You see the meditators in white to walk around this relic in traditional ceremony. Thank you for watching. I hope this was informative. And yeah, a meditation course. It's not easy. It's not relaxing. Well, it can be relaxing, but you will definitely face yourself, and whatever that means. But for me, it's been very, very good for my own personal growth. And yeah, at first it can be like, for me, the first few days you really just want to leave, but then you see that there's something worth exploring. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. So if you're more curious, you can always reach out to me. And yeah, again, thanks for watching.